Here's a snapshot of what's in this week's Herald. On July 27th, the Church celebrates the 5th World Day for Grandparents and the Elderly, and Pope Leo XIV called on all of us to foster a culture of care, reverence, and solidarity across generations. He reminded the elderly of their unique mission to love, to pray, and to inspire hope, showing the world that growing older is a sacred season of grace. Reflecting this spirit, the Diocese of Malacca, Johor hosted a virtual talk, Aging with Grace, exploring aging as a journey of wisdom and authenticity. While the Episcopal Regional Commission for Family, Laity and Life gathered in Sanakan to address the challenges modern families face and chart the way forward. Meanwhile, in Sabah, 225 lay faithful completed 9 months of faith formation and were commissioned as part of the 4th Personal Evangelization course, becoming courageous and compassionate heralds of Christ. In Kuala Lumpur, the Archdiocese marked a decade of mental health outreach with the opening of the Archdiocesan Mental Health Ministry Office and a second Life Journey Wellness Centre, reaffirming the Church's mission of healing and hope. The arts also took centre stage at the Church of St. Francis Xavier in Petaling Jaya, with a series of talks and workshops showing how faith and imagination come alive together. That's finding God in arts. The Daughters of St. Paul celebrated 60 years of evangelization through media with a joyful fundraising gala dinner, while the Church of the Annunciation unveiled a beautiful new grotto alongside its newly completed Parish Hall, a fully sponsored project of faith and generosity. At St. Jude's in Rawang, parishioners attend a tutela minorium talk on child protection, equipping them with vital knowledge to keep children safe in the community. Parishes also came together in prayer and devotion. Our Mother of Perpetual Help Parish in Ipoh marked its feast day with a 9-day novena themed Walking in Hope with Mary, while the Church of St. Henry in Batu Pahat celebrated its 99th parish feast with a Triduum and Feast Day Masses. And in the cool hills of Tanah Rata, the Church of Our Lady of Mount Carmel celebrated its 90th anniversary and feast day with a novena, mass and a rainy yet moving 1.1 kilometer procession through the town, carrying the statues of Our Lady and the Child Jesus in a beautiful act of public devotion. But that's not all. Tian Pereira and Kevin Francis caught up with Father Andrew Dalton on his tour in Malaysia, promoting evidence that the Shroud of Turin is real. The full story on page 10. Also catch Father Andrew on Herald Voices. There's more Catholic stories in this issue, such as the multilingual 88-year-old who catechized the elderly in Singapore, a cafe run entirely by individuals living with dementia and their care partners, a heartfelt pilgrimage by the youth to St. Thomas the Apostle Parish in Kuantan, and Jonathan Roy Michael's 300-kilometer prayerful pilgrimage on foot from Seremban to the minor basilica of St. Anne in Bukit Mertajam for the 2025 Feast of St. Anne. Get your copy at your parish for less than a glass of teh tarik. Here's wishing you happy Feast of Saints Joachim and Anne and happy Grandparents and Elderly Day. I'll catch you next week for another Snapshot.